Today, we got a pretty big stack. It's going to probably be at least 2 videos of comics to review that I've been trying to get caught up on, so I can get back to being up to date with all the newer issues coming out. Starting out with Creepshow, Volume 3, Issue 5. You got Tent Revival by Ed Bryson, Cale Goo, and Pat Brassall. And this one takes us out into the woods where a couple goes for their first exploration trip, their first nighttime getaway, and some other characters appear out of the woods, and all kinds of things happen. You're gonna have to read these because they're short stories, but basically, it's a first date camping trip out in the woods with a nice little scary element that gets thrown in there. We got Prized Possession by Cami Garcia, Isaac Goodhart, Miguel Muerto, and Pat Brassot. And in this story, it's hard not to give these things away either. You got 2 young girls. One's jealous of the other one. One gets presents that they ask for. One doesn't, or she just doesn't ask for what she really wants and doesn't get it. But you can imagine 2 young girls, one with jealousy. What's going to happen? Uh, but yeah, those creep shows are a blast. So check those out if you're into those things. Then we got Darkwing Duck. #1. I'm like, we just had Darkwing Duck #1. What's going on? Why are we starting over again? I think the first run only went like 5 issues. And they had like 100 covers for every issue. And now they're starting right back over with Darkwing Duck again. And we're basically getting reintroduced to our character and his family and everybody around him. And then some, we got Megavolt is the main criminal in this one. Darkwing Duck wants the nemesis, realized he doesn't really have a nemesis, and Megavolt doesn't want to be his nemesis. But they're going to sit there and chase each other around while they try and figure it out. And we got Deadpool Wolverine issue 3. Again, I'm still saying this is what the movie should have been. Would have been way better. I still haven't watched it a second time to see if my opinion changes at all. But I was not happy with what was up with that movie. I expected more out of it. And in this one, we're dealing with the same. Our characters beating the crap out of each other. Someone trying to bring back dead, and he's and while they're trying to create different things they can control, he's kind of like in the mind of Deadpool and set Deadpool off at certain points when his one eyeball goes blue. And Wolverine kind of figured out what's up this time around. And we so he's trying to get whatever it is out of Deadpool. And we also get Little Maverick in here, so that was nice. I'm enjoying that run. This one, I don't know. It's the covers were interesting. The storyline's pretty messed up. I don't know why this is a second book in a year or so. I believe the last one was last year's free comic book day, where a girl wants to die and basically is putting it out there on the internet for someone to kill her, and it's just messed up stuff. I hope some of the younger kids don't get their hands on stuff like that, anything in their mind. But yeah, it's a strange one. And then we got Geiger number 12. Number 12. I'm trying to think if I pre ordered a 13 or 14 yet. I think I did. I'm not sure how long they're going with the original run. Hopefully for a while. Especially since he's first starting to meet some new players in these issues. But you got Geoff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson, and Rob Lay. And we have our where we left off with our female nuclear Geiger gal type character. Her and Geiger still trying to work things out, and she's also trying to teach him some things that he doesn't know that he could actually do. But while traveling across the lands, they're going to obviously keep coming up with other strange packs of people and little communes and all that stuff going on. Yeah, I don't want to show that. But yeah, I like these two teaming up. I don't even think we get to see. Where is the dog? Why is the dog? The dog's not in this issue at all. I'm trying to remember what happened at the end of last issue. But yeah, Geiger's still pulling through. We got Gunslinger number 41. Love that cover. That badass back picture through there. In this one, Gunslinger, I believe this is one of the angels that he's battling again. Yeah, he's trying to get. What the heck? He's trying to get a couple things out of Gunslinger. And while he does, he's basically crushing them, killing them, and then a battle ensues. I can't remember half the characters that popped in this one. This was a busy one. And we also get back to his kidnappee or his driver or whatever you want to call her. And this poor gal just wants to get back to her life. And so they go over things a bit there, but see what they can do. But yeah, that's still an enjoyable story. Hyde Street, number 5. We get an introduction to our. I don't know how many of you that are reading Hyde Street. I assume everybody would have hopped on that one shot issue that was the Devour issue, because we have our Devour gal back in the picture, and the man with the x-ray eyes is trying to make a deal with her. The kid's trying to put her in her place, and she's just going psycho, treating people badly that aren't up to her expectations. And then it leads you into the store with the Devour fat loss drinks that she comes up with, that you only need one vial. For one vial, you're gonna be dead. All right, we got Kendra, issue 1 of 3 from Antarctic Press. I like that the back's got a little blank area. So you can whip something up in there. But we see her dealing with some creatures in a cave. And then we get to see that she's kind of looking for work as a sellsword. And she needs to get some money, get some food in her belly. And she has to. She hooks up with some certain miscreants. And she also has to put some people in their place. But she does eventually get a job, an interesting job that she's going to have to deal with. But yeah, this is fun. It's nice and thick. They're definitely worth picking up because a $5 comic nowadays, you're lucky if you get 15, 20 pages of material. All right, where are we at? I think we'll do one more and then I'll split into a second video with the rest of them. We got Roman Dirge's Lenore, The Time War. This is issue 2 with this really creepy, freaky bug character. Just kind of taking animals apart, sticking an alligator's head on their kid's head. But his name's Taxidermy, and it's a fun, strange story, kind of like a little gothic vampire style gal. And this creature's got special abilities and stuff, and he can link into people, and he sticks his finger in her head and goes back through some of her past memories, all the way back to like 66 million years ago. Where we find a character that is trying to end their life, and there's a creature waiting patiently for him. But we also get a nice double-sided poster in this issue, and I like how it's newspaper feel. Well, no, more like if you took. Did you ever grab like an old? You get those Constitution papers and stuff like that are made to be old and they're wrinkled and got that texture. Yeah, it has a very interesting feel to it. But yeah, they are out to save their friend, and in order to do so, they have to at least get a portal to however many 65 billion years ago or whatever. But yeah, it was a fun little journey with them and some very interesting characters. I haven't read Lenore in a long, long time. Don't remember much of it, but yeah, this was fun, and I will be checking out more. There's lots of cool covers come with it. But, all right, that's it for this round. We'll do a second round with the other half. So keep following Under the Color of MS, rate reviews, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes, leave a comment. I'll comment back. And check out Crimson Gull Comic Club for our group podcast. All right. Take care. Bye.